Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. I'm shaking my head right now, y'all. Shaking my head right now. You know, I don't know who's gonna be next after Mr. Vin Diesel. I don't know what's going on. You already know my stance on a lot of these types of situations, mainly because this is apparently allegedly happened in 2010. I'm sorry, let me read the title. I'm so sorry, y'all. Vin Diesel is currently being sued for allegedly SA. SA. So, but anyway, like I'm saying, y'all know my stance on these types of things. Assuming he did do it, right? Obviously, he needs to be going to jail, whatever. Assuming he did not do it, how can this man prove his innocence? This happened 13 years ago. 13 years. There be some type of, I mean, it kind of technically is a statute of limitation, but it needs to be a more firm statute because this is getting crazy. And y'all know me, I try to make sure I'm seeing the best out of everybody. I'm trying my best to say, hey, listen, maybe the woman that's accusing him is telling the truth. But why wait 13 years after? How can he prove this? How can he prove that he didn't do it? How can he prove his innocence, assuming he's innocent? I keep telling y'all boys, this is he say versus she say at this point. But let's get into it, y'all.
Vin Diesel may be gearing up for a legal battle. The Fast and Furious star has been sued for sexual battery, wrongful termination, and a hostile work environment by his former assistant, who accuses him in a December 21st filing of groping her in a hotel suite in 2010. E! News has reached out to Diesel's rep for comment but has not heard back. Asta Jonassen says she was hired by his company, One Race, in September 2010 and immediately flew to Atlanta to help him during the filming of Fast 5. Per the lawsuit obtained by E! News, one night Ms. Jonassen was dutifully fulfilling her work duties, including ensuring no photographs were taken of Vin Diesel, who was entertaining multiple women in the Empire Suite of his luxury hotel. Although Vin Diesel had personal security, only Ms. Jonassen remained in the hotel suite so the woman felt more comfortable. Jonassen says that after the last woman left in the early hours of the morning, she was tasked with ushering Diesel out of the hotel without being seen. While alone in the hotel room, she says Diesel sexually assaulted her. The suit continues. Vin Diesel forcibly grabbed Ms. Jonassen, groped her breasts, and kissed her. Ms. Jonassen struggled continually to break free of his grasp while repeatedly saying no. Diesel, now 56, allegedly ignored her complaints and dropped to his knees, pushed her dress up, and attempted to pull down her underwear. The lawsuit states he molested her body, running his hands over Ms. Jonassen's upper legs, including her inner thighs. Terrified for her personal safety, Ms. Jonassen screamed and ran towards the nearby bathroom. The Guardians of the Galaxy actor then allegedly followed her and, quote, pinned her against a wall with his body, and then, quote, grabbed Ms. Jonassen's hand and placed it on his erect penis. After Jonassen withdrew her hand, the documents say Diesel took his penis out of his underwear and began to masturbate. The suit states Jonassen was unable to escape and closed her eyes, scared of angering Vin Diesel by rejecting him further and trying to disassociate, wishing the assault would end. Ms. Jonassen then heard groaning noises from Vin Diesel, and he quickly released Ms. Jonassen and went to the bathroom and turned on the sink. Jonassen.
So he went back to the bathroom. But they're saying that in the alleged statement, she said she tried to get away from him, ran to the bathroom. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know, but that's what I thought she said. She initially ran to the bathroom, pinned her against the wall. I'm assuming inside the bathroom. That's when the alleged SA happened, right? Excuse me. That's when the alleged SA happened, right? After all that, she said she disassociated herself, right? She heard him groaning, and then he ran to the bathroom. So maybe he ran to like another bathroom. I mean, because I don't know. Sometimes suites in these hotels, they have multiple bathrooms, they have multiple rooms. So maybe he ran to another bathroom. Maybe she continued to fight him off, and then it led back into the hallway, and then he ran back to the bathroom. I don't know. Regardless, y'all, listen. And there's a possibility that she's telling the truth, right? There's a possibility. She could be telling the truth. I again, assuming that she's 100% telling the truth, again, he should go to jail. But assuming he's the one that was being lied on, and we've seen what's been going on, y'all. We seen what happened with the Keke Palmer situation. We seen what happened with the Grace Jabari. We seen what happened with Amber Heard. We seen what happened with the woman that still has not been named that lied on Chris Brown. We still have not heard any of these things. Only thing that we do know is that these women lied. Nowadays, this is a check, and a lot of people have whatever reaction to this is possible. Cool, fine, whatever. Me personally, I like to hear the facts from both sides, and then we try to, come up with whatever we can come up with. Unfortunately, Vin Diesel and his team, or PR team, whatever you want to call it, has not spoken up about it, and rightfully so. There's not really much you can speak out on situations like this. You just gotta let it play out in court, however it plays out. With that being said, again, if this man is innocent, how does he prove his? I really want y'all to comment. How can this man prove his innocence that he didn't do this? Because I want y'all boys to listen to me, man. Fellas, I really want y'all boys to pay attention. This can happen to any of us. This can happen to me. This can happen to you. This can happen to anybody. Let you win the lotto and you hit 100 mil, 500 mil or something like that. Matter of fact, let me just use me. I don't want to I don't want to use y'all. If I won the lotto today, I hit for $500 million. What do y'all think is going to happen with all the chicks I used to mess with from college, from high school, from middle school, whatever the case may be, even though it was consensual? What do you think? What is the likelihood of it happening? Maybe we didn't even do anything. Maybe we were just strictly friends and we sat across each other eating lunch together, some crap like that. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, that's Dev. He hit for 700 million. What? Man, I'm suing. Oh, Dev did ABC 123 to me. I'll set it on a court right now for 10 million. These things happen so often. And it's almost like, bro, it's not even fair because, again, like I said, it's he say versus she say. What can happen as a result of that? Who do you think the jury is going to believe? 9 times out of 10, they're going to believe her. We've just seen what recently happened with Jonathan Majors. The courts didn't even want to they didn't even want to add certain evidence, the video footage that was thrown out in the court. For whatever reason. Why y'all throwing out the video footage? Oh, we can't use that in court. Why not? Oh, because it doesn't dictate what had happened inside of the car. But what y'all was saying was there was an assault that happened inside and outside of the car. But outside of the car, you see Jonathan Majors trying to get away, and she's pulling him back in, and he's pushing her off and ends up sprinting multiple blocks. If she was really being abused and she was fearing for her life so much, the minute that he got out that goddamn car, that would have been like, oh my God, thank God type of moment. Or it would have been her getting out the car, taking off running. 9 times out of 10, they're going to take the female side. So that's why I tell fellas all the goddamn time, y'all boys better be careful. Y'all boys better be careful. But let's keep going. Let me hurry up finish this.
Was frozen in a state of shock and unable to move. According to the suit, Diesel eventually left the room, but hours later, Jonasson received a call from his sister, Samantha Vincent, the president of One Race, terminating her employment as the company, quote, no longer needed any extra help. Jonasson, who also named Vincent and One Race as defendants in the lawsuit, says that she was told she would be paid for a full 2 weeks of work even though she worked less than 2 weeks, noting she had signed a non-disclosure agreement when hired. Jonasson explains that she remained quiet for over a decade out of fear, noting that as a green card holder, she worried talking about the alleged assault would jeopardize her potential future U.S. citizenship. Her lawsuit continues. For years, Ms. Jonasson remained silent, afraid to speak out against one of the world's highest-grossing actors, afraid she would be ostracized from the industry, which had a pattern of protecting powerful men and silencing survivors of sexual harassment and assault. Jonasson is seeking compensation for damages, including for emotional distress. E! News has additionally reached out to Vincent and One Race for comment, but has not heard back.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, there's not really much to say. Again, like I said, when it comes to situations like that,
Termination and a hostile.
just let it play out in court, and just go from there. Because if he says something, it's in my opinion, in a situation like this, it's probably going to make it worse. It's not really going to help. There's not really much you can do in situations like that. You just kind of got to let it ride out. The difference between him and all of us, quote unquote, regular guys or regular Joes, like the term they like to say. The difference between him and us regular Joes is we, in majority, cannot afford no $50,000 retainer, no $50,000 retainer fee. Because yeah, you can countersue. You can, countersue for defamation, for lying, for whatever things that you can think of. But if that person is broke, you're not going to make that money back. Especially when your lawyer is working on your retainer, and you have to constantly keep paying them every 6 months, every 3 months, however many months their damn retaining fee is. What do you think is going to happen, fellas? What the severity of all of this, man? Honestly, bro, is mainly about the Me Too movement losing credibility, the Believe All Women hashtag Believe All Women losing credibility because of the constant and frequent lies. You waited all these years because you didn't want to say anything. They said that they fired you the next day, saying they didn't need any extra help for whatever reason, right? And again, we're just assuming everything she's saying is 100% accurate, 100% true. They fired you the next day. I mean, I would imagine, in my opinion, I would have went to the damn cops that same night. You said that this happened in the early mornings. So let's just say 4 o'clock in the morning. It happened 4 o'clock in the morning. Hell, the police station opens at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Closes at 5. So you missed a full shift of the police station to make the complaint. And then the next day, you received your termination notice. Hell, that would have made me want to say something even more. I'm snitching now. You don't fire me. Oh, I'm snitching. Yeah, they did ABC. They did 1, 2, 3. They did blah, blah, blah. I'm going the hell off. So you have all that. And then 13 years later, here we are. I'm sorry, man. It's just hard to believe, man. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol side, set time, make upload notification and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. I look forward to reading all your comments, if any. So, until next time, please, man, be safe, Erica.